Yo, welcome back to another video. So in this video I'll be showing you guys how I wash my dreadlocks. Nah, I'm just joking. So that was the last video, so if you haven't checked the video out, I'm gonna leave a card right here, so go check that video out obviously after this video. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be giving you guys the do's and don'ts of dreadlock to get the best of your dreadlock. So yeah, so I'm going to be giving you guys the do's and the don'ts of your dreadlock. So what you should do and what you should not do to get the best out of your to get the best out of your dreadlock. And yeah, just like mine. But right now mine is not looking good because I need a retwist. So yeah, I'll be giving you guys the do's and the don'ts of dreadlock. So let's go into the video, bruh. So number one, you have to sleep with a do-rag or a bonnet. So this is what I sleep with. I sleep with this every night, every night. Whenever I'm going to bed to sleep, I sleep with this, because you have to sleep with your do-rag, because when you don't sleep with your do-rag, it makes your dread makes it look rough, and yeah, like freezes. It can make your dreadlock to freezes, freezes. Yeah, like your hair can just look rough and just be coming out like that. So sleeping with a do-rag will make sure you're a silky do-rag or a bonnet like this to make your dreadlock not come out and not look freezy, and yeah, to give it the best dreadlock. And also you won't be balding. Yeah, so like you won't be having like bald spot on your dread. It reduce that, not definitely guarantee you don't have balding spot, but it's going to reduce balding spot on your scalp. So yeah, you have to sleep with your do-rag to get the best of your dreadlock and not have balding spot. So number two do is you have to hydrate your dreadlocks. So this means that your scalp must not be dry. Like your scalp must not be dry because it can damage your dreadlocks. So like you have to hydrate your hair, meaning like you can like get a spray, a hairspray to spray your hair. So I do this also. I spray my hair whenever I see my hair, my dread and my scalp is dry. I just spray my hair, and also I oil my hair also whenever I finish washing my dread. After my dreadlock is dried, I oil my dreadlock. So yeah, you have to do that to hydrate your dreadlock. It's just like your body, you know, you have to drink water, so your scalp too needs water and other nutrients from the oil you use. So the oil I use is do grow. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the clip right here. So that's the oil I use that's the oil I use whenever I wash my dreadlock and it's dry. So yeah, you have to hydrate your hair. So the last do you want to do is get a retwist or get a loctician. So when it's the right time to get a retwist, depending on how long your hair is. So yeah, you have to get a retwist and you have to find a loctician and get a retwist. And don't be like me, because my hair now, I should have gotten a retwist like 4 months ago or something like that, 5 months ago, but I haven't gotten a retwist. So yeah, get a retwist and don't be like me. So the number one don't I'm gonna say is don't scratch your dreadlock. Yeah, so do not scratch your dreadlock. That is the number one mistake most people make whenever they're starting the dreadlock, or most people make whenever they're not starting the dreadlock. Most people scratch their dreadlock. Like when you get itchy dreadlock, that means it's probably time to wash. So yeah, just go wash your dreadlock. Do not scratch your hair, no matter how tempting it might be. I know how tempting it might be. Just don't scratch your dreadlock, because you're gonna damage your scalp. You're gonna damage your scalp and you're gonna be bald. I don't know if it can cause balding, but it probably does. But yeah, don't scratch your dreadlock because it's bad for your scalp. It's going to damage your scalp. Just because when I started my dreadlock, I was scratching my hair a lot, bro. Like I was scratching my hair a lot with my fingers and I injured my scalp. So you don't want to do that on your dreadlock, on your brand new dreadlock. You don't want to do that. You don't want to scratch your hair because it's gonna damage your hair, just like it almost damaged my hair, and I damaged my scalp by scratching my dreadlock when I started. So just remember, whenever your hair is itchy, whenever your dread is itchy, whenever your dreads are itchy, it means it's time to go and wash your dreadlock. And yeah, just wash your dreadlock, remember that. So the number 2 don't is don't wash your hair too often. Yeah, so when I started my dreadlock back in March of 2020 or March of 2020 April, yeah, I used to wash my hair too much, like almost every 2 times a week. And yeah, my dreadlocks were not mature then, so yeah, I was like washing too often, too much. So then whenever I wash I notice my dreadlock, it begins to come out, so it begins to like just not lock together anymore. So I decided to be washing my dreadlock like once every month. So yeah, I used to wash my hair once or maybe twice, like it depends on how itchy and how very long I haven't washed. So yeah, I used to wash like once every month or twice every month. Yeah, because depends on how itchy. If my hair is really itchy, then I definitely have to wash. But sometimes I have to, even if my hair is really itchy, I still don't wash my hair because I don't want my dreadlock to come out. So yeah, I used to wash like once every month or twice every month, so my dreadlock do not come out, not fall out, but come out and unlock. Yeah. So the last don't you don't want to do is crochet hook in your dreadlocks. Like whenever you crochet hook your dreadlocks, it makes your dreadlock like shrink. So you don't want to crochet hook your dreadlock because it's gonna make your dreadlock smaller. Like whenever you crochet hook your dreadlock, you're pulling in your dreadlocks, like you're pulling your dreadlocks in. So yeah, whenever you crochet hook your dreadlock, it's gonna make it smaller. So you don't want to crochet hook your dreadlock because it's gonna make it smaller and smaller. And so except if you want smaller dreadlock, so then you can crochet hook your hair. But try to crochet hook your dreadlock less of the time. So yeah, try to crochet, do not crochet hook your dreadlock most of the time. So try to crochet hook your dreadlock few times. Yeah, and your dreadlock will not be small and will not shrink. So yeah. And the last don't is don't cut your hair. So you have to be patient. Like you have to be patient, man. Like I started my dreadlock back in 2020 March, and right now this is April 24 on Sunday. This is how long my hair has been since then, as you can see. So yeah, this is how long my hair has been since then. Like yeah, like some people their hair might be longer than mine and they started the same time I started. Some people their hair might be shorter than mine and they started the same time I started. But you have to be patient with your dreadlock and don't cut your dread. Just give it time. Like yeah, just give it time and be patient and don't rush things, because I started my dreadlock way too early. Like my hair was still really short. I started way too early with the sponge rub method. But yeah, just don't rush things. Just be patient, be calm. Just, you know, relax. Your hair is gonna grow. So yeah, just be calm, just be patient, and your hair will grow as it wants to grow. So yeah. So if you guys love what you see in this video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Also comment down what you think about the video down below. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. When you're sleeping, and cause it causes like friction, you know, like, cause I don't know what I'm talking about.